Hey, we should take the top off today. It's a beautiful day out.
All right. Well, let's see, how do you do that? I see a bunch of latches.
Oh,
There's one there.
There's some latches here.
Yeah.
There's one here too.
Yeah, one on my side too. A couple in the middle.
Yeah. Are there some instructions how to do this one? Because I don't know how to open this up. I can't see, so I gotta get my phone.
What is that?
Looks like instructions to me.
All right.
No, there's some mountains. Okay, let me see what this is. There's some numbers and an N and some more numbers and a W.
Hey, you know what I think that is?
What?
It sounds like GPS coordinates.
Oh, hell yeah. So here, let me read them off to you. Can I read them off to you?
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm gonna put this phone down, then you can read them off to me.
Okay. So Dusty's plugging in the coordinates that I just gave him. And are you about done? Did you find anything?
Yeah, it's actually not far from here. It's up in Johnson Valley, just the other side of the mountains. You know what? That might be, I heard about Ford doing some Bronco testing up there. That might be a location that they've planted in this thing for us to find.
Oh, that's cool. So another little Easter egg here in the Bronco.
Well, hey, it's a nice day. Let's go check it out. It might be a little warm up there, but we better leave the top on for this because we're going up.
I need some AC. We'll be sweating.
Yeah, let's do it.
Dude, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, there's a picture of it.
Let me see.
So it looks like it's kind of on a little mountaintop out there.
Oh, cool.
All right. So
Awesome.
I guess this will be our first off-road adventure in the little...
yeah, 2 days
Bronco,
after we got it, it is going to hit the dirt today. Awesome.
All right, let's go fill an ice chest and get going.
All right.
Gee, nice beer selection, Steffi.
Well,
What the hell?
I have to get some cheap stuff because I'm not driving, so if we're on the trail, I can drink, but you can't drink. So I just need some lightweight stuff. Because it's going to be hot today. Super hot. I really like my heavy IPAs, but...
I guess that stuff is like water.
It is, so it's hydration.
It'll go in the radiator if we need some.
That's true. We have a passenger with us today.
Hey! Who's this? Where'd we pick her up?
This is my best friend, Laura Stickney, but nobody knows her as Laura. She goes by the Seat Stealer. Yeah. And so...
All right, your ice is melting. Come on, let's go.
All right. Party on, ladies. All right, so there you have it. Nice and compact. Let's go. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Just waiting
Dude,
on
let's
you.
go.
I've never seen a ice chest filling take so long.
Well, I had to talk. I am a multitasker. So we're on our adventure here, heading to the coordinates that Dusty plugged in, and we found this little tidbit right up there with those mountains. So we are heading the back way up through, right now we're going up through this little pass here. It's down in the Mentone, Ukaipa area. And so we're going up through this river gorge. And we're going to go up over Big Bear and down the backside of it and head over to Johnson Valley. So cruising along, looks like we got about 38 miles. Probably just to stay on this road until we cut down the backside of Big Bear.
off the pavement for the first time, and this is Chanel's first dirt.
Yes.
See how it does. Now we have hard tires right now, so I don't
Might be a little bit bumpy.
Yeah, but we'll see how it does with a little bit of speed. You know, and here we go. It's pretty smooth so far.
Pretty smooth.
You know, this you know, kind of a bumpy dirt road, and it's just soaking it up. You know, we're not really hauling ass, but we're going pretty good.
We're hauling ass 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got some dirt in our tail. Yep, got a little bit of dirt going in our...
So this thing I know in our Jeep,
we'd be clunking around right now.
we would be rattling our teeth out right now. So little berm it just went through there, just soaked it right up. Gosh, this thing
Smooth.
does really nice.
Smooth as a baby's butt.
Feeling it kind of soak the bumps up, you know. Our destination is at the top of this hill here on the left. So we're gonna have to find a way to get up there. Google Maps ends on this road. It says we have to walk the rest of the way.
And hails to the no, because it's 100. Okay, let's see if you can see that. Well, I'll just tell you, it's 106 out.
So I see a road heading up the hill from here. It looks kind of a little steep, not too bad. Maybe that's the one we need to take to get up there.
What's your phone say? Look here. It says arrived. Awesome.
It says arrived, and now you gotta walk, bitch. But, oh, we don't even have to lock in the hubs, do we?
No, we don't.
All right, so this is the base model Bronco. And we don't have a lot of the stuff that other people got. Oh, we've got the goat modes, don't we? We do have some goat modes. Let's see. Do I need to put it in? What do you have to do? Oh, there's eco. Turn it. There's normal. Wait a second. Eco, sport, slippery, sand. Okay, so I don't need any of those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in for low.
Okay.
Selected form. What did it say?
Do it again.
Selected for not available in current driving. Okay, so what do we got to do? We got to put sport, no, slippery, sand. How about sand? Or normal? I think we need normal, right? Normal. Okay. So let's put it in for low. Press clutch. Oh, 4x4 shifting progress. Advanced track off and 4 low. Okay. And we also have the crawler gear here. This will be my first time putting it in crawler gear. Now we're going to go up this hill and see what it does. Now we have no lockers, so we'll see how well this thing does with no lockers. Let's give it a go. Also, we're not aired down at all, so we're in crawler gear, so we're gonna see how it goes and head on up this hill. Oh, that's torquey in crawler gear. So So the transfer case is obviously in 4 low, and the crawler gear's in low. Wow, this thing crawls
slow.
Now we'll see how, if we lack traction, we might have to
take it out of crawler.
Back down and then start up again with a little bit more momentum. But we'll see how it does. I mean, I don't see any articulation issues, so we should be able to keep power to the ground. Let me see if I've got a thing on here that gives the gauges. Tire pressure, off-road, fuel economy.
Let's keep on going.
Alright, it's coming up this thing.
Almost
okay.
to the top.
I felt it slip a little bit.
Just a hair. Not bad.
But it's goating right up it. Okay.
Crawler gear.
Why not?
It was nice and slow. It crawled right up it.
That perfectly.
Yeah, it did. This one might be a little bit, this is a much more intense incline.
Alright, I'm gonna, since I got I think I can raise the seat a little bit so I can see a little bit better over the hood.
That's kind of cool. I didn't know that.
And then let's
I want to know about that.
All right, what gear are we in?
we're in crawler gear, 4 low. Remember, we're on hard tires, so we might kind of lose traction up here and have to back down it. We'll see.
Oh, I heard some clinking, clinking, clinking. We're going over some rocks. There's some right up ahead here. There's, yeah. All right.
Okay, so we have a ground clearance issue. So if anything stops us, it'll be
These
because
big
we've
ass
got-
rocks that are right there.
Yeah. So let's get out and take a look at it and see what we're looking at.
It's pretty careful with flip-flops.
Oh, I can't get out because I'm on an uphill. No. Oh. Oh. We're way up here. Okay, this full-size door is really heavy. Yeah, let me, oh. All right. So there's Dusty on the side of the hill, and actually we're going up, like right here. I'm gonna look up underneath here. What do you think there, Sharp?
Well, I think it might be overmatched for the little bitty tires, because I have, we hung up just a little bit here where the ruts got a little bit deep and the rocks piled up in the center are grabbing our diff, stopping forward progress. I only see that getting worse as we get further up into this stuff. I don't know if I want to, being out here by ourselves, I don't know if I want to try and hammer it up through there. What I'm suspecting is, I think I've looked at this thing on satellite, and it's a through road. It goes up and then down the other side. So I'm going to take a look at the satellite image and see if I can tell. It might be actually easier pull getting up to it from the other side. So I think it could probably make this if we hammered it up through there. I don't know if I want to do that on the first try. I was pretty impressed getting up that first section. This is a lot more torn up.
And so what we'll do is how about you back down and I'll have you come back up and I'll we'll take a peek at you.
But I think this section of this hill, we might have to wait till we get some bigger tires.
I agree.
It's a little overmatched for these 30-inch tires.
It's hard to see in this picture here, but there is some pretty deep washouts there.
Now I think the lack
Get
of
you off camber.
Yeah, the lack of lockers so far hasn't been an issue. We came up that first section, it never really lost traction, maybe once or twice. But the ground clearance is the issue with this with these small tires.
We did hear the rocks clinking on the underneath.
So yeah, if you want to, I'll go back down.
All right. So Dusty's back down to the flat here, and so we're gonna have him turn, and then what he's gonna do is he's gonna go down right over here. It's got a nice turning radius. Yep, you're good. Just keep on turning. Keep on turning. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're gonna go straight down here, Dust, and I would go to passenger. Cut it in driver, babe. So you can see he's going down. Kind of chase him here. Seat sealer's up in the... She got her tail in the air. As you see, that's straight out. So literally, got a nice little dip there. She's gonna get her little tail feathers up in the air. Nice. Ooh, yeah. Wish I had that from the front. Uh-oh. And she's down. He's going to take a different hike up than when we first came up. That was much easier. Pretty damn steep right there. Took it like a champ. Took it like a champ. Yeah, look at that smile. That trail up was a lot easier, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize we were on this middle one. And I came up that one in regular first gear rather than forward.
Right, yeah. You came up a little bit faster than normal. Do you want to go down and try that other trail?
Yeah.
Over here to the right where you had it in your crawl mode?
Yeah.
All right, let's try that. You know what? I saw some tail feathers going down. That's pretty tore up. It's pretty gnarly going down, but you did good. It's a whole different trail when you're coming up than when you're going down. All right. So far, no ground clearance issue.
So, I tell you, I'm pretty impressed with it. You know, it came up that's a pretty steep hill. I'm sure the camera's not doing it justice. And it's very loose rock. It's this shaly stuff. It just kind of rolls under the tires. But, you know, it came up it pretty well. It was, you know, the good thing about it is there's not a lot of moguls where you're going to lighten up pressure on one tire or the other. And with open discs, that's what would have been kind of a killer for it. Looking up higher, where we backed down off of that other one, there is a lot of that stuff. So that didn't scare me. What the problem is ground clearance. Because it gets hanging up. It gets pretty rutted out up there. And even just on that lower approach, we started hanging up, and it was only going to get worse. So we're going to have caution be the better part of valor on this one. But we're not done yet. We need to get up there. I think there's probably a different approach. We'll go see if we can find it. But we are going to be cautious. It's 106 degrees out here, and we're 10 miles from the highway. So we want to make sure, and we're not following our cardinal rule of having several vehicles. So we're going to be overly cautious, and we're going to say right now, from this approach, the bone stock Bronco on pizza cutter tires, probably not up to the task to getting up to Ford's designated Bronco spot up there. Probably could do it if we really bonsai'd it, but I wouldn't do it without more support out here. If it's just us, I think the better part of valor is to back off. See if we can find another way up there.
So now that he's crawled up three different times, I want to check the gauges here. How's everything doing there?
Engine coolant 198. That's right in spec. So, and we never turned the air conditioning off. So
AC's been blown cold. I don't know what it's like, but this is a really cold AC. So,
but low range is very easy on the drivetrain. So this thing in low range for the transfer case and crawler gear, it really just crawls. And the great thing is with this little EcoBoost motor, it lets you get the RPMs up into that good power band. So far, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, that's not a gnarly climb, but anybody, novices buying one of these and taking them out to see what they can do, it's pretty impressive coming up that first part of this hill. So pretty happy with it so far. All right, so we're coming back down this steep little, well, it's a decline now. We're in crawler mode and starting to get kind of steep. And I don't even have my foot on the brake. I don't have the clutch in. Just crawler mode, and it is holding this thing back. That's a really nice thing for off-roading. Look how just well controlled and easy it is to come down these steep hills like that in that crawl gear. So pretty happy with that. Well, I think it's time for a beer. By the way, BroncoBabes.com, Steffie's little business. If you happen to see her out on the trails, ask her. She might have one of these koozies for you.
I will.
So, we came around to the other side of this thing, and I think that's the road going up to it. We're actually quite a ways from the peak now. You can see it kind of following way up there. And I'm looking at that, and I think we could do it, but I'm getting a little spooked being out here by ourselves. It's getting really soft, this stuff, and I think it could do it. But on the chance that we have any kind of an issue, I don't feel good doing it without any backup. So I think we're going to call this, we were bested for this time. We will be back when we've got some bigger tires, and we'll try it again. But we've been playing dumb so far, not knowing what that is, but we actually do. It's called Bronco Knoll, up on the top of that hill. And Ford placed a benchmark up there because they were doing a lot of their testing for the new Bronco out here in Johnson Valley during the engineering of it. And they wanted to place a little marker up there to commemorate that, and that's what those GPS coordinates are for in there. Of course, we played dumb about it, but we knew what was going on. I'm a little disappointed we're not going to get up there today, but I was impressed with what this thing does and it can do for its first time in the dirt. I think in the kind of wheeling we do, which is more sort of mountain trails and boulders and stuff rather than this really loose shale, I think it's going to do really well, even without lockers, long as we can get good tire placement. Our biggest handicap today is ground clearance. So, the little tires, I just think they're not quite up to the task of a climb like that. Especially, you can see right about the middle there, there's a little stair step. And I think that's, looking at it, that's where we're going to get in trouble. And yeah, without some support, another vehicle or whatnot, out here 10 miles from the road and 106 degrees, I think we better just have a beer, call it a good attempt, but we kind of didn't make our goal, but we'll be back. All right. So while we're stopped here, before we get going again, here in the sun, for those of you that were wondering about the top issues Ford's been having, of course, we got one of the few that shipped before they announced that they were pushing them all, and they're going to be replacing all of these because of defects. So if you're wondering what that entails, the defects, you can see right up here, see that discoloration? Well, that discoloration is actually from somebody, either at Ford or whatnot, trying to rub out the issue. And the problem is these tops, they discolor like that. And then, it's supposed to be molded in color, but it looks like it's all discolored and, not really something you can do you can't ship a new car like that and expect people to be satisfied. So I am happy we got it. It's a cosmetic issue. The top seems to work and function fine, but they will be sending new tops to those of us who already have them with this defective one. But in case you were wondering what the issue was, there it is right there for you. All right, well, we're on our way back home, and we thought we'd stop at this nice little spot along the Santa Ana River. It's way back there in those trees. We're up in the mountains on our way back to home from the desert, and we hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us. We certainly had a lot of fun checking out Chanel for her first time out in the dirt and the rocks, and finding out what she can and can't do and as equipped. And we were thwarted in our goal of getting to the top of Bronco Knoll.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But you know, we kind of found the limitations of the small tires, you know, and we'll be back. We'll try it again. And we wanted to come, actually it's 106 degrees down there, pretty damned hot. So we thought we'd come back over the mountains on the way home and find us a cooler spot to do this wrap up. I think it's about 78 degrees here.
Super nice.
Along the river and in the shade and the trees here in the beautiful San Bernardino National Forest. So, Stephanie, any parting thoughts?
I had a great time. I can't wait till we do a little bit of modification of this thing, and
yeah, we've got more benchmarking to do though.
We do
before we get to that.
But you know what? It was a comfortable ride. Lots of leg room. Air conditioner worked awesome.
Yeah, especially down there in the desert, 106 degrees. It was, you could
ice cold in there.
Yeah, you could hang meat in there. So, and we were, you know, we thought it did surprisingly well, you know, given the small tires. The lockers really, or lack of lockers really weren't a big problem for where we were able to go. I was really impressed with the crawler gear. Low range in the transfer case, and it crawls really good. I was really impressed with the handling off-road, even with a little bit of speed over the bumps and whoops. And I think it's going to be a great platform to build off of. So I think Chanel's got a bright future as an off-roader.
Yep.
So we're going to wrap this up. Please hit the like button, subscribe, all the other stuff.
Leave us some comments.
Leave us some comments. Let us know what you'd like to see us do next. We've got a lot of things planned. So make sure you subscribe so you can check those out as they come out. Make sure to follow our socials, Bronco Babe Gear on Instagram, Steed Off-Road also on Instagram, and check out our websites for both of those outfits also. And, oh, we're on Facebook too. So if you're a Facebooker, say hi to us over there. Give us a follow and say hi, send us a message, ask questions. Tell us to quit being so stupid if you want. But we're just having a good time.
We're goofy.
All right, so we're going to sign off. Thank you. We'll see you next time. We got another video coming very soon.
Peace.